You sit with Daddy, come here.
Let's picture me.
So this week's episode,
I still want to go on bike one day.
you can go on the bike one day. Daddy will build you a bike, yeah? A bit different from usual. It was going to be the Ducati video.
I want to go faster.
You want to go fast? That's exactly what we teach you. So this week's video was going to be a Ducati video or even an Ungle video, but it's actually turned out to be a K100 video, which is behind us here. Thanks to this little monster here who accidentally ordered a set of USD forks on eBay. Didn't you? Yes. He logged onto eBay. He found this gorgeous Ducati USD front forks for a Ducati 750 SuperSport.
SuperSport.
He put in a bid. He won the bid. He paid for them with PayPal, and then they were delivered to the house here. At least that's what we're telling Mummy, isn't it?
Morning.
How much did they cost, Finn? £1,000. We're never going to tell Mummy that. And as far as Mummy knows, you're the one that ordered them off eBay. Don't put chocolate fingers on there! You've got chocolate fingers on my USD forks! You're going to have to clean them now. You're going to have to strip them down, put new oil seals on, fill them up with oil again, and clean them. And even anodise them black now that you've got chocolate fingers on them. What? And because this little terror is on the channel today, we've also got little teas here. And if you want to get your own little tea for your little terror, head to the Etsy link down below and you can see all the different styles of all the For the Bold t-shirts and merchandise that we do, but in kids size down there. And so yes, the K100 and these forks. So these, as I've mentioned, are from a 750 SuperSport Ducati. They're in brilliant condition, considering how much I paid for them. No, I did not pay £1,000 for them. I actually got them for far, far less than this. Still works, there's still compression in it. There's no pitting at all, and this is the main thing for me is I didn't want to buy forks with pitting because ultimately it would have costed me more to have these re-chromed than it would be to buy a decent set. There is a tiny bit of scratching going on down here, but nothing that can't be sorted. And anyway, these are going to be anodized black. Needs new dust caps, that's for sure. But again, I might as well replace the seals and the dust caps. The cost is minimal for seals and dust caps. So how am I going to fit on there, I hear you asking? Well, it's not actually too much of a job. Breaking it down into the simplest form possible. Let's measure this now. That is, let's say, a 6.5 inch stem on that. I mean, this is really rough now. This is not accurate by any means. Could be a 6.5 inch stem. Until I get the old forks off, I can't actually be for sure. But there's a way around getting these. You can either swap out the stem itself with the stem from the K100, or if we're really lucky, that will fit straight on. And all we've got to do then is just make sure that we've got the tapered bearings, the correct tapered bearings to go in there. And you can get tapered bearings in all sorts of sizes, so your inner diameter and your outer diameter. Select the tapered bearing with the inner diameter to match this stem and the outer diameter to match where it's going. As for the bottom, it's not really that big a deal. There's a front axle going through there. I know that the one for my Monster is 17mm diameter. I don't know if it's the same for the SuperSport. Probably hazard a guess at it being the same. If not, no big deal. Again, we're going to use these original wheels here. And I do love these wheels. I do love that stance. And that's one of the reasons why I chose this K100. Is because I specifically like these rims. There we go, there's another shot of the rim there. So for the wheels, all I need to do, again, same as what I'm going to do with the bearings on here, is you can get different bearings to suit different wheels, inner diameter and outer diameter, exactly the same way. So you get one with the 17mm inner diameter, and then the outer diameter to actually suit where it's going on the wheel, and then it will fit this straight away. Yes, there are problems that come from doing that, and that's your caliper position, brake disc. Well, the caliper stays the same because that's connected to the fork itself, but the brake disc to the caliper might have to CNC some spacers and things, but again, that's not the end of the world to do that. It's nothing massive. In fact, let's check how far apart these are. This is really rough, really sketchy. Not what any engineer would tell you to do. Do you know what? 6 inch. Same as what I roughly measured on that. Now I know there's gonna be millimeters of difference, and those millimeters will mean a lot in terms of what spaces and things I need to use, but you know, it's not far off. It's not like I'm putting an 8-inch wide fork setup on what's already a 6-inch wide. It's not gonna be anything that drastic. So that'll be interesting. So these forks coming from a Ducati 750 SuperSport are a little bit longer than the Monster is, but that's no big deal because where it actually extends over is the top here. So this triple tray here actually does slot a lot lower down, and then it leaves quite a large portion sticking over, and that's where I'm probably going to put my clip-ons rather than going down here. Clip-ons are probably going to sit up there. So that'll look quite nice in that sense. And I do love the top of this triple tree. Now I was kind of thinking for this one, I am going to CNC my own triple tree for the Monster, but for this, I like this as it is. Just needs cleaning up, possibly polishing, and that can just stay as it is. Perfect. You can see how much shorter that is down there. That is a good 4-inch shorter than what the original is. And that essentially means that the whole front end is going to come down a lot. You've got all this space up here, all this travel is going to be angling down. So you can see from the engine here, it actually does go uphill a little bit. But with that 4-inch drop, it's going to be lower down and a lot more aggressive as well. I can't wait to get my hands on this bike. But I've got to discipline myself. I can buy parts, but I can't start working on it just yet. Early 2021, that's when we're going to get our paws on this. But there really isn't going to be too much work needed on this, at least. So that is all for now. Just a really short episode, just to kind of keep you updated on what we're going to be doing to the K100. And if you haven't seen the drawing already, there'll be a link at the very end. There's a link down below so you can actually see what the design of the bike is going to be. So that's not going to be any surprise to anyone. But I honestly can't wait to get my hands on this. But I do have other things I need to do first, which is the Ducati, and that is looking mean. That is looking amazing. Carbon fibre work has been started this week. Probably not going to see any episodes of the Ducati Monster for a couple of weeks at least. Whilst that's being done, I want to do it in one big video clip. So if you like what you see, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you next week.
I like that one. I like that one the best. It's broken.
It's not broken. Don't say that.